Ladies and gentlemen, I've been sitting here trying to figure out how to start this video, but let's just get right into it. The past 8 months, I've been going through the absolute worst health issue of my entire life. Up until recently, about maybe a month now, a month and a half, I haven't really been able to do much of anything with the cars just because it's been so bad, and I've just been trying to survive and get over this shit. I have what is called contact dermatitis, which is pretty much like a reaction to something going on around me. And up until recently, I just found out that it was due to mold in the house that I was living at. So dermatitis is kind of like a mix of eczema and psoriasis, I guess you could call it, because it doesn't look patchy like psoriasis, and it's not exactly, I guess it'd be closer to eczema, but I just had nasty fucking, how do I explain it? Like nasty rashes all over my body, my skin was just been all bumpy, and oh my God, like thinking back and even thinking about it just makes me cringe, man. I've literally been kind of, it sounds bad, but I've been disgusted like in my own skin up until recently. It's cleared up so much, but man, it's been so rough. It all started as a little like minor cut. I think I hit myself on my lower left leg, and I just didn't allow it to heal. Like I kept picking at it, being dumb and just not letting it heal. But then after that is where everything went crazy, because I went to the dermatologist. They prescribed me what's called mupirocin, and that was supposed to help, but it gave me an allergic reaction. And from there, it's just been a total nightmare. It just kept spreading and spreading over my skin. I've had it, I think I'd probably say I've been like 85 to 90% covered over my whole body. It spread to my forearms, my upper arms, my back, my thighs, my lower legs, like pretty much everywhere, my chest a little bit. And yeah, for the longest time, I just couldn't figure out what was going on. I thought it was actually psoriasis, but it was weird because I've never had any skin issues before. So I was like, it's weird that it would pop up now that I'm already into my 30s. That doesn't make any sense. But I kept trying to do steps as if I had psoriasis to clear it up, and nothing was working. I tried lotions, eating better. I tried, you name it. I've tried it. I did the math in my head. I've spent about $2,500 to finally figure out what was wrong. Like visits to the dermatologist, which they couldn't figure out what was wrong. Vitamins. I spent money on labs to like have my blood drawn, urine tests for the mold toxicity, which was at the end actually. I should have done it way sooner, but I just figured, I probably have psoriasis, so I'm gonna try to eat better and cut out like sugar, flour, and all the things that are really bad for you, but it wasn't doing anything. So that's when I was like, all right, I gotta go get these lab tests done to see what the hell's going on, because I did about 3 months worth of 3-4 months worth of eating, and I'm still eating really good. I'm barely now adding more things into my diet. But yeah, I spent about 3-4 months eating really good and didn't see any like results or any advancement in what I was going through. So I finally decided to do some lab tests. I did a food sensitivity test, because even things that I was eating at that point, like almonds and eggs, were fucking me up, and cheese, I would get a reaction. So I did a food sensitivity test, and turned out that I was sensitive to eggs, almonds, mozzarella, cow's milk, canola oil. And I guess that kind of started leaning me towards the right direction of what to avoid for now. And then after that, at the same time, I did a mold toxicity test, which is done through urine. And lo and behold, it came back that I tested positive. And from there, obviously I knew that something was going on with the house that I was living at. So once I found that out, I immediately started getting my stuff together to move back here to my parents' house for a bit. And thank God, man, that I think it's been about a month that I've been here, maybe a month and a week, but I'm doing so much better. Like, my arms are cleared up, not 100%, not 100%, because I could still feel a little bit. I mean, it's nothing like it was, but I'm doing so much better. I've finally been able to start doing stuff on the cars, which is why I haven't really been posting much besides this like past few weeks. And I haven't even cut my hair. Look at this. It's been over 2 months since I've cut my hair. I've just, been worrying about trying to get better. But it's the first time in my life where I feel like I've completely lost control of my body. But thank God, like, I was able to do those lab tests and figure out what was wrong. And I'm so proud of that because, man, it's been, as much as it's been a physical battle with my body and trying to figure out what's going on with my skin, it's been equally as hard on my mental, man. Trying to stay positive through all that, because it was so, like, I guess I'll put up some pictures, like, viewer discretion, man. It looks like my legs look like they were literally starting to almost rot, kind of like scabs all over, because with the contact dermatitis, it's more or less like it's similar to psoriasis and eczema, but when it was bad, like, anytime I scratched it or came out of the shower, it would just start oozing, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure it's like plasma that comes out, but it would just start oozing. And especially when I got out the shower, since the skin was soft, it would just start coming out. And yeah, it would just, either sometimes it would dry up after about an hour and a half of just sitting there wiping it off and trying to get a fan on it to blow it dry and stuff like that. But there was times where I'm like, I'm wasting so much time sitting here trying to get this oozing to go away. You just put clothes on and yeah, you just feel wet underneath. Oh, that wet feeling, man, used to drive me crazy. But yeah, man, for the longest time, like, finally it's been about, I would say, maybe 2 weeks now that I'm going back to wearing short sleeves, because it just looks like shit, and you don't want to be looking at that all the time and having other people stare at you and shit. So finally I'm able to wear short sleeves. I still wear sweats just because I do have what's called hyperpigmentation, to where even though the dermatitis is clearing up, my skin is just like, it has how do you call it, like spotting, or there's spots where it's darker than others, so it just kind of looks a little weird. And I still have a little bit of the scabs on my legs, just because that's where it was the worst. But yeah, man, even that was hard, just wearing sleeves in the middle of summer. I mean, it's fucking July right now, and even 2 weeks ago I was still wearing long sleeves all the time, sweats, and just trying to keep myself covered, But here at my mom's, it's nicer because I don't have to worry about them saying anything. So I'm in a short sleeve and shorts inside the house, no socks, and it's just a lot better. But yeah, man, we're finally on the other side of this. I'm still eating clean. Like I said, I'm slowly starting to integrate foods back into my diet, because for the last, I'd probably say 2, maybe almost 3 months, I've literally just been eating veggie soup, like a mix of veggies in a soup with chicken. Either that or just the veggie soup without the chicken, and I'm just alternating like that, trying to keep it clean. And then I'll have like some lettuce and cabbage cut up into like a little salad, and then I throw some sweet potatoes in there. And the salad, like the side, I mix it up between the lettuce, cabbage, and sweet potatoes, or Brussels sprouts with fucking cranberries or mangoes, stuff like that, right? I haven't even changed it up from there. It's literally just a veggie soup with or without chicken, the sweet potato salad, or the Brussels sprout salad. And that's literally all I've been eating for the past fucking almost 3 months. And since I've had this thing, because at first when I had the skin issue going on, I was trying a bunch of topicals, but then I learned that it's all skin issues are something going on with the inside. So like eczema and psoriasis are most of the time honestly something that you're eating and something that's irritating your skin, because your skin is a method of your body getting rid of waste. So when your liver and kidneys and all that stuff are overworked and they can't get rid of everything that's going on, your skin becomes the next method of getting rid of waste, and that's where all the skin problems come up. So yeah, after limiting my diet and only eating certain things, I've lost about 25 pounds, man. I've never been this light. I don't even remember the last time I weighed as little as I do, because I weigh right now, I'm about 165 pounds, and at the lowest I went all the way down to 160, and I literally don't remember the last time I was 160 pounds. I remember that once I got into high school, my weight, even before I got sick with the skin issues, my weight has always been between 180 and 185, plus or minus a couple pounds, you know. But yeah, man, I've gone all the way down to fucking 160. So I've lost about 25 pounds throughout all of this. But now that I'm able to eat more stuff, hopefully, you know, we should start building it back up. But yeah, it was all in the name of trying to get better, man. And thank God that we are. That shit is the word. I don't wish it on anybody. It's like, I even got to the point of where, because it was me and my dad and my brother sitting in the living room, and I was like, you know what? And this was when I was still fucked up, like hurting, you know what I'm saying? Because even the showers, bro, it feels like even the showers, since you have like those open sores and stuff, it feels like you're showering in fucking acid. So you're just burning in there, trying to do your best to fucking just get in and out of there quick, you know? But I even got to the point where I was telling my dad and my brother, I was like, you know what? It'd probably be easier to have diabetes than it is to have this fucking skin issues going on. And I just said that because, you know, in the family, we have a history of people having diabetes. But I'm like, with diabetes, all you have to do is stop eating fucking sugar and you can actually reverse it and get it to go away. Whereas with skin issues, it's a lot harder to figure out what the fuck is going on, because it could be any multitude of things. Whereas diabetes is obviously an insulin issue with your body not being able to process sugar and shit. So yeah, man, my mental was getting fucked up, but thank God that God made me mentally strong and I was able to stick through it, man. And we're finally seeing the other side of it. Like I said, my skin is clearing up a lot. And you know what's crazy? In the end, I went to 2 or 3 different dermatologists here in Colorado, and none of them were able to tell me what the fuck was going on until luckily my aunties that live in Mexico, in Juarez, they know a dermatologist out there, and through fucking video call on WhatsApp, he was able to figure out what the fuck was going on from a fucking video call, bro. He's the one that finally said, you have contact dermatitis. And that's when it clicked in my head that the mold test was accurate, because I never had anything before, and out of nowhere, something major like that just happened. So that's when it clicked in my mind to get the hell out of that house and come over here to my mom's. And lo and behold, man, a month later, I'll put up pictures right now of how my skin looked on June 10th, and today is July 12th a month later how much better I look. I'll take some pictures. But yeah, man, it's been a lot better. So thank God that I'm on the other side of it. I still got a little bit to go. I'm still gonna be eating clean. That way I make sure that I don't like irritate my skin or my body, because the thing with mold toxicity is that it also creates food sensitivities that you didn't necessarily have before, which makes sense because I know like milk always kind of fucked with me, so I don't really drink cow's milk, but it was weird to me that eggs, almonds, and canola oil were part of the things that were irritating me, because I never had an issue with that before. But with the mold toxicity being that it causes food sensitivities because it fucks with your gut, it makes sense that it would be something that I would eat before would mess me up now. So yeah, I'm slowly starting to integrate more stuff. Like I was finally able to yesterday. My lady made me a veggie soup again, but instead of the chicken, she made ground beef meatballs, and that shit was so good. And it hasn't made a reaction, so I know I can eat beef now again. And I've been slowly starting to eat different fruits like pears, pineapple, honeydew, blueberries, raspberries, stuff like that. So I'm slowly getting there, slowly starting to add stuff back into my diet, and just like really one thing at a time, you know, that way I can keep track of what does or doesn't irritate me. So I'll do like a week of one thing, and then if I know it's good, I'll just keep eating that, but then I'll add another thing and so on. So yeah, man, I just had to hop on here and actually give you guys an update on what's going on, because I know a lot of you guys actually care about the builds that I got going on, and I haven't really been uploading videos the way I've been wanting to due to this, and I kind of feel like I owe you guys an explanation of what's going on. But yeah, man, I'm getting better finally, and it's actually opened my mind to where I'm realizing things that I can also do better, and where I've been slacking because I've had a lot of time to just think about my life, honestly. So from here, it should be a lot better. But yeah, with that being said, I want to give you guys also an update on the cars. This one right here, since you guys are already seeing it, this is my 1990 EF Hatch SI. This one is, out of all my cars, it's probably one of the ones that's longest term. So this one isn't going to be having much happen to it anytime soon. But yeah, here, let me grab this. But the one that I have been getting a lot of questions and love on is the Accord, man. And check it out. She's right here, all sitting up in primer. I literally just have to sand it down one more time, and then she's ready for paint. So it's pretty close to where we want to be. But I can't really work on it right now still, because even though I'm better, because I'm still at the point where when I get sweaty and it's hot, this shit just starts itching a lot. That's been one of the worst things, is the itchiness. So yeah, this one's still kind of on hold a little bit, but we're almost there. We just need to sand it back down one more time, which shouldn't be hard because I can do it with the DA sander instead of doing it by hand. So, but the one I have been able to keep working on is my other 1990 hatch, my EF hatch, the DX. And with that one, I've been building up my D16 Z6. We've been getting a lot of love on social media for that too. So follow me on Instagram and TikTok and stuff. But yeah, I've been working on my Z6, trying to get it ready to put into the hatch, and that way I could have a daily / track car. But yeah, man, we're finally getting to the point where we could start making progress. And then I have my Chevy that's still at the other house where I was living at. That one, we'll start working on that one after we get these ones done, and then in the end it'll be the red SI. So yeah, I just wanted to hop on here, give you guys an update on what's happening with me, what's happening with the builds. And yeah, I appreciate the love you guys have for the Accord, but that's why I haven't been working on it. You know, I'm just trying to get better and yeah, just trying to get right. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna come back. We're coming back better than ever. I'm about to go cut my hair because it's been over 2 months, and I got my son's birthday party that's actually happening today, July 12th. He just turned 3 on the 10th, and yeah, man, that shit goes by fast. So yeah, thank you guys for your support. Things are gonna start getting better, and they're gonna start coming quick. So you guys should see a lot more stuff coming up. And yeah, man, we're finally on the other side of this terrible health issue. So thank you guys for understanding, and we will see you pretty soon. Peace.